Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Previously On. As always, I am your host, Leemus. With me is my co-host and counterpart here, Digital Dachi. And we got another episode for you this week. Today is
Wait.
June
Is the
the
looks over?
4th. Yep.
Can I relax?
Oh, yeah, the serious look,
Okay.
the scowl.
Good.
We was doing a bit of a scowl there, just testing out our best
Scowl
scowl
off?
faces. Yeah, scowl off, This is a superhero channel after all. So when we're looking over the city and listening for crime, we got to have that
You have that
that
stoic look
perfect
though, that
scowl down.
when you're thinking.
It's all in the eyebrow.
I
Anywho,
see
so
you
as I
too
was
have
saying,
an eyebrow.
thank you. They're a little hard to see. I got very fair eyebrows, but whatever.
I can fix that.
Um, um, June 4th. Today is June 4th. Professionals here. I didn't forget what day it was. It's June 4th. As always, it's previously on. We're going to talk about what we've been watching, doing, eating, all that good stuff. Any new collectibles we've got for the week.
I
Got
got
a
the
pretty
eating down
loaded
pack
show
right
for
here.
you.
Some pretzels.
What you chewing on?
Some
Pretzels.
ultra thin salty pretzel sticks.
Cannot go wrong with pretzels. And you know what? That's something we're going to get into here in a minute. Well, that's something we'll come back to. We're going to get into pretzels in a minute. I got a good question for you for this week's episode. Speaking of pretzels, he's looking for something. He
I
found
found it. I did.
All right.
I had to make sure it was in here because I didn't want to have to wander off.
Oh, gotcha.
Like a little
Okay,
little
so
turtle trying to get to the water before the seagull comes down and chomps its ass.
terrifying. So this week, going to talk about what we've been watching, doing. I think it's gonna be a pretty loaded week. Got a lot of big stuff to talk about. A lot of fun stuff that we've done in the past week. Specifically, I struggle with that word still. Specifically, last weekend we took a little trip, had a little fun. Can talk about that a little bit. It was Dachi's first time up north. Well, not his first time up north, but in that particular town, looking around, kind of thing. So let's get started. Let's save all the fun stuff for later in the show. Let's start off pretty easy with your favorite category, what you've been watching.
Can we not watch you rock yourself to death?
Sorry, I've got to. If it rocks, I'm going to rock. Okay.
If I fits, I sits. Like a cat.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean. You been
Uh,
watching anything interesting?
Still going back through Star Trek, The Next Generation, because Picard's the best.
Yeah.
A lot of random just
Yeah.
YouTube. Excuse you?
He's not the original. Some would argue that the original is the best.
I mean, if we want to go original, even Kirk ain't the best. He isn't even the original.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, nobody likes Pike. I mean, I'm sure somebody does, but I don't like Pike.
Anywho, like I was saying before.
Star Trek YouTube.
Star Trek YouTube. That's about it. I thought
Anything
I was watching
particular
some.
on YouTube? Any shout outs?
I was watching that scammer thing on because where we have two different channels. I've got my personal channel. He's got his personal channel, and we got the group channel, the superhero channel. Which is, what is it, James? Because I know you love to say it.
My personal channel?
No, our channel, the one we do together. This channel.
Not a Sidekick Productions.
Yes, you say it all the time. Like, it's great. That's why I have you say it.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, that's a new word I've been using, by the way. Hooskies. So, whenever I upload, I get on our superhero channel, and I upload. Well, I was noticing in the upload that there was a bunch of videos, and they're usually not what I would ever watch. But I've been pretty into watching the scammer stuff, like this guy ruins scammers' lives, which good for him because screw a bunch of scammers. Got the burpees, sorry.
All good.
There was a bunch of the like 15 tribes you may never want to see in a out in the wild. of indigenous people that is not moved on to the way the rest of the world is. They're still like primitive, and they're like, you probably don't want to meet these people because they'll kill you, which I think is pretty neat. They just found, there was a newspaper article I read that there was a new or not a new dinosaur, but a dinosaur that they didn't know would have existed in this area. It was, I can't remember. So that was pretty neat. They couldn't figure out why it was there. They're on the look for a megalodon, by the way, a legit mega shark. So if that ever happens, you'll never see me near the ocean. I won't even go to Florida. I won't go to I want to go to California.
So they're looking for one like alive. Like
yes,
they're looking for one.
They are trying to figure out
around.
if one is still alive. Which who actually knows?
That's
because we've never been to the bottom of the ocean. It's impossible.
Do we have any notes on megalodons? Do we have any notes down in the notes section?
Don't go near them.
Check our notes.
Of the water. The notes.
Check our notes and see if we have a note section on megalodon.
Where would I find this? Is it on our drive?
It's in our, and I sent it to you via chat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Uno momento, por favor. I got to find this.
Yeah, the notes. I gave you some notes.
Yeah,
all you need to worry about.
You gave me, the note was Jason Statham, which, yes, he's amazing, but
Jason Statham greater than Megalodon. We know he wins.
I mean,
every time.
Never seen it, so I don't know. Maybe.
Then again, to be fair, I guess technically Rainn Wilson had a lot to do with that too. I mean, he did drop the bombs. The guy, he played.
I didn't watch it.
I thought you watched the Meg.
No, I'm terrified of sharks. Why would?
But you love Jason Statham.
And?
I thought that love would outweigh the fear.
No.
So
not this time.
Sorry, complete sidetrack there. A bit off tangent. We're professionals. But they're looking for an actual one in real life, like legit.
Supposedly, that's what I've read, and like, who the hell actually knows, right? Let me just pull the notes up to keep them over here. I mean,
they say that there's like parts of the rainforest and parts of the ocean, parts of the deserts that like we've never actually even explored. They said there's.
I read a thing yesterday that said the rainforest makes up like 80% of the usable oxygen in the world. I don't know.
Yeah, that's odd. So maybe
the percentage is wrong, but apparently the rainforest makes up a hell of a lot of our oxygen.
Fair enough. So speaking of rainforest, you been watching anything else?
I don't know how that's speaking of rainforest, but no, I want to watch that new Justice League movie. Justice League World War II. Justice Society.
Oh, yes.
It's when Barry Allen accidentally travels to Earth, whatever they're going to call it in this movie, and he meets Jay Garrick's Flash as a young man, and like the Justice Society of that world.
Speaking of DC animated movies that I want to watch, you know which one I want to watch?
Hush.
I do want to watch
Long Halloween.
The Long Halloween is the one I was going to say because they've been advertising the heck out of it on YouTube.
Now, is that going to be a like in-theater experience, or is it going to be a home? I'm not real sure.
Real quick, I think it's a straight to DVD, but Halloween.
Probably will ruin something when I do this. Oh, it opened in the right spot.
They brought up the comic book. Okay, the movie, upcoming direct-to-video. Okay.
Well, that's still something. We can still watch it.
It's going to be 2 parts. Yeah, it'll still be awesome, though. I'm wondering, I mean, it doesn't say on there. I'll have to do more research on it, but I'm wondering, because HBO Max has a lot of the DC animated movies and stuff on it, so I wonder if it'll eventually be on there to watch. Other than that, any watching shows, movies, YouTube of note?
Just like weird laws that Star Trek has. Like 10 laws you didn't know, or stuff like that.
Okay, like not so
The Sixth Ranger is a YouTube channel I watch. It's about Power Ranger stuff. And he usually talks about the Sixth Ranger in every series.
Oh, okay.
He had one that come out the other day that was trying to exactly. It's about the Gold Ranger in Zeo, not just the fact that Jason Scott took it over, but like the whole backstory of Treya, Triforia, and all that.
Okay, cool.
He does a really good job.
Into a lot of Zeo. I remember Zeo, but I don't remember a lot of the detailed stuff on it. I'll have to look it up though. It sounds interesting. I like Power Rangers. You know, we talked about, I think in one of our other videos we talked a lot about Power Rangers, and well, obviously with the comics that we've been getting.
I'm still missing the one comic, and I'm so upset.
May have to online search it.
I'm gonna have to order it on Amazon or something.
It's not bad. So on our end of the pond here, on our side of the road, however you want to say it, I don't know. Watching a few quick things of note. So we watched this movie called Parenthood. It was an old 1989. I think it's 1989 movie. Had Steve Martin and Rick Moranis and like a really young Keanu Reeves in it, but it was like one of those drama.
Is it a show or a movie?
Movie. It's like an old John Hughes type feeling movie.
It's maybe I need to type in movie. There's
Possibly.
a TV show.
Yeah,
1989 movie.
Yeah, Steve Martin,
Steve
Keanu
Martin,
Reeves, Rick Moranis, Diane Wiest.
Yeah, I can't say that guy's name. The guy that played the Joker.
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, young Joaquin Phoenix. Like he was a kid. I didn't even recognize him.
I was about to say this face doesn't match up to that time period, but I guess it wouldn't.
Yeah,
that was odd.
He, super young. But it was pretty good. It was like a good feel-good kind of movie, you know, about family and kids and stuff. We watched a movie that you had talked a little bit about to us. We had actually talked a little bit about. We finally broke down and watched Freaky with Vince Vaughn. And,
I really like that movie.
Catherine Newton, that's her name, the one that plays the girl. So, yeah, it was really good. It was a lot of fun. Really good modern kind of slasher. A good breath of fresh air, because most horror movies nowadays aren't that great.
But it wasn't like your traditional, he's just going around killing everybody. It was just silly ways for them to die.
It was almost a bit of a meta thing. It's kind of like Scream. Scream is my favorite horror movie of all time, and it plays on that premise of being a slasher, but also being aware of other slasher movies and tropes and stuff. And this movie kind of played on that, especially like a modern day version of it. And I thought they did a really good job. They had a lot of references to the old school movies. And much like with Face Off, I feel like Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton did a good job of playing each other, like doing the whole stuck inside of each other's body. They made it very believable. Other than that, we watched the new Cruella, the new Disney movie. I liked it. I actually really liked it a lot. I was surprised because I was kind of a little nervous.
I've never watched 101 Dalmatians. I just know Cruella is a terrible woman.
She is, and this movie kind of takes liberties with her backstory to make her a little less terrible, and a lot of people don't like that. But to me, this movie kind of is like its own thing. If you just take it as this is a alternate universe Cruella where she's not an evil puppy killer, you know, then it's you can kind of swallow the pill a lot easier, which the movie kind of insinuates that it's a whole different thing anyways. They've got a different Roger, a different Anita, all this stuff. So, but the like cinematography and the soundtrack and just the acting in it, I thought was phenomenal. So far, one of my tops of the year. The other two things I've got on here I've been watching is we watched a movie called The Woman in the Window. It's on Netflix. Got Amy Adams and Gary Oldman, and Anthony Mackie actually, or the voice of Anthony Mackie for the most of the movie. But it was pretty good. It's kind of very Rear Window. Wrong Hitchcock movie. Very Rear Window and Columbus Circle. If anybody's ever seen that movie, that's a very obscure movie. But you know, she's she's sitting across the row, or she's got agoraphobia where she's afraid to leave her house. And but one of her new neighbors move in, and the neighbor's wife comes over and introduces herself, and they kind of make friends. And then a few days later, she hears a scream, looks out the window across, and it looks like her neighbor's wife is like he's murdering his wife, basically. So then she tries to call the cops and all this yada yada. All this is in the trailer, so spoilers if you've not seen the trailer, but non-spoilers if you've seen the trailer. So it looks like she sees the woman being murdered, so she calls the cops. Then the husband and the cops are there, and they're like, "Ma'am, I don't know what you saw." And she's like, I seen her stabbed and dead." And he goes, "Well, that just doesn't make any sense. My wife's never been over here. You've never even met my wife. How would you know what she looked like?" And she said, "Well, she was just here the other day." Then this woman comes up that is a complete stranger, and she's like, "Oh, I'm his wife. I'm the woman." And it's like, what? So it's this whole suspense thriller. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Other than that, we've been continuing our watch through Mythic Quest, which is the show with Rob McElhaney, him and Charlie Day, their production company, that same ones that did Sunny and Philly and Cool Kids. They're doing it, but it's got Rob McElhaney in it and Danny Pudi from Community, if anybody watched that show. But it's where they're like a game company, like a MMO. They run an MMO, kind of like WoW or Final Fantasy 14, that kind of scale type game, and just the ins and outs and a bunch of hijinks and shenanigans they get into. A bunch of funny, stupid stuff.
I know everybody's going to wonder why I'm looking over on this monitor, but I'm trying to find a movie title that's coming out this year that I really want to go see.
Do you know what it's about? I might can help you.
What the heck is this? Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Is that animated?
Is that the new show, I think, coming out? I know they're coming out with like another one
of the Resident Evil films based on the popular whatever.
Huh.
I don't know. It's like these families keep going or go to this place on vacation, and their kids go run in the water. They come out of the water. Is that what it's called?
The M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, that. I want to watch that really bad.
That looks good, dude. It's got the kid. The one playing the son was in Hereditary, which was an excellent horror movie.
I've never seen it, but I do know. I seen that as a preview the other day.
Yeah,
I'm really interested in it. I don't know why. Usually I'm not, but
it'll be good. Does it say when that one's coming out?
It's called Old.
Old, yeah. I typed in Old on Google and it gave me Old Navy. July 23rd.
So
you don't have long to wait.
July 23rd. Sorry if this pops something up on my screen. Got to figure out what day that is. It is a Friday. Yay!
Hey, there we go. Sounds like a trip. A trip. And a future movie review talk, maybe.
Definitely.
Speaking of, this actually is a good transition. What you been doing other than working? I know you're a hardworking man. You done anything fun or exciting other than the big thing we got to talk about?
Went to Hobby Lobby.
Ooh,
the first time. I got some stuff that I'll show later.
Stuff to show off,
but I've never been in there, and there's a lot of.
It's amazing.
It's got a lot of. It's got like 3 superhero sections. It's ridiculous to me.
Here's the real, which I don't know how big you are on like holidays and like seasons and stuff.
Well, we know the only holiday I like is Halloween, so.
Well, then let me tell you, when it gets fall and it gets September, October, which granted I'll be a little bit preoccupied during that time, but you go to Hobby Lobby during October or September, and that's when the real fun begins. For Halloween and Christmas, they always get some of the coolest decor and decorations, and they just fill the place up with really cool stuff. Yeah, I love Hobby Lobby, dude. There was one section, it's been a little bit, the last time I went, I forgot to look, but they actually had one section the time before last when me and the wife went that was all like set up for like a home theater or like a man cave type thing. Had all kinds of really cool decor and stuff for that. The superhero stuff's always awesome. This time when me and her went last time, we was looking at some actual like baby stuff, like baby nursery stuff. And they had a lot of really cool signs and decorations and stuff for that. Also, they have a lot of good, like, I mean, I know what I'm saying is kind of redundant here, But a lot of good hobby stuff. They got a lot of good, like, if you're into sketching, they have whole like paints and easels and sketchbooks and pens. If you're into like yarn, they got all that stuff. They have a lot of really fun stuff. I do enjoy a good Hobby Lobby.
Other than that, I tried Buffalo Wild Wings. Really,
How was that?
pretty good, pretty good. I got their wings. I got 8 wings, mild sauce. Their sauce was really good. I got a order of onion rings to try. Your videos that you sent me on this side thing of you being the king from Lord of the Rings is distracting me because I'm like, that's eerie. Anyway, the onion rings came with some kind of dip, and the dip was really good. I'm not usually one to. I'm trying to get out of this pickiness that I have because I don't try new stuff very often. But I really like onion rings. The onion rings were great. They were perfectly done. The crust was like I could have bought something with how good that crust was. So good. The dipping sauce, I don't remember what they said it was, but it wasn't real tangy. It was just a nice flavor that went with it.
Yeah. Make me hungry. Got my mouth water.
I tried a burger. I will say the burgers there would probably be. I forgot to tell them no shredded lettuce or mustard. Because if I'm going to put mustard on a burger, I want to be the one to put the mustard. I don't want somebody else, because my portioning for mustard is minimal compared to most people.
That's fair. Yeah.
But it was still a good burger.
I can get that.
The ranch they use, I don't know if it's Hidden Valley or what, but it was great ranch. Their French fries had a nice crunch to them, which I really like. I don't like soft French fries. I did that. I went and got a desk that I have to put together later today to try to make this wonderful spot better, because right now my desk that I'm using is one of those 4-foot tables you use or get for like picnics. So I can do this, and here we are shaking. Look at it.
I folded. See, mine's doing that too, and mine's a desk from Walmart. But I have another desk that is a solid, doesn't shake.
Well, that desk you're using also is meant to be against the wall, and you do not have it against the wall.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've got some rearranging.
And your trailer's a little loppy.
Cleaning. Yeah, I got some rearranging, cleaning to do to my end as well. So hopefully we'll have all new backdrops and everything. For
this microphone is connected by like a clamp, more or less. That's what it is. It's a clamp. And it's connected to a little end table I've got on the side here, because this desk is too thick for me to put it on there.
Yeah.
Plus the noise transfer when I like tap on the desk and stuff is annoying. Last thing I did was went and got ice cream from Dairy Queen. Just a big giant vanilla cone.
Oh, it's not bad. It's a good day for it. It's good weather for it here past couple days. It's been hot, needless to say, or maybe needful to say. Maybe people need to hear it. It's been hot.
I did go into GameStop and look around, but I didn't do nothing. I didn't buy nothing.
Nothing of interest. Ain't too bad.
Well, I found stuff of interest. It's just I've been spending so much money. I need to quit.
Well,
I'm being
that's what
very
I mean.
bad.
Like, nothing that pulled the wallet out. Nothing of interest to pull nothing that interested the wallet enough.
Yeah.
So other than working, just a couple, just one real other thing, and then we'll get into a little bit bigger topic before we move on to some of our others. So, me and the wife have found this new app, this Reface app, which actually you was talking about a minute ago because I sent you a video from it.
Oh yeah,
where you put your face
you sent
into
1, 2, 3, 4. The Ace Ventura one is just, my God. But
they're hilarious. Like I said, I've got a couple. I've got a bunch. I've got a bunch because I've been hooked on this thing. It's so funny. It's stupid. Some of them work with my face. Some of them do not work with my face. But they're all funny. They're all a lot of fun and very addicting. Other than that, so on the doing side of things, should we talk about the Florence trip? Because that was last Saturday.
Yeah, because we definitely didn't cover it in the Friday's video before, obviously, because it hadn't happened yet.
That's right. We're not wizards. We are sorcerers. Notice how I did that there? Because we don't wear hats. I mean, I guess I wear a hat sometimes.
I can find mine. I'd put it on just to spite you, but
mine's in the car.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna do this then. This is my new hat.
They look like Mickey Mouse ears. Or you could be Geordie
There
LaFord.
you go.
Now I don't know what you look like.
I'm a
There
DJ.
you go. There you go, Geordie.
I'm proud of you for knowing Geordie. LeVar Burton actually said that visor was awful to wear. He said it made everything really hard to see.
And the sets, like, I'd say that would, on that set, it would probably be worse to have trouble to see because there's so narrow hallways and so much to
He
bump
said
into.
multiple times that he would like kick stuff or wouldn't realize that stuff would look closer.
Yeah. I just want to see him like the outtakes of him just bumping into stuff and people, like they're doing a take and he just walks into
I guess
Patrick
it wasn't
Stewart.
that bad, but it was still like it was a little bad.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It would be funny if it was like an over the top, like he just walks in like, yes, Captain, and walks right up to the captain. But no, so Florence trip. So my mom and dad, as you know, if you've seen some of the older videos, live up in Florence. Dad's been busy with a lot of work, not been able to get a chance to get to come down. So every now and then we'll make a little trip up there. But we didn't really have time for like a full weekend stay like we normally do, like a 2 or 3D stay, a 3D stay. You know, it jumps right out the screen at you. 2 or 3 day stay. So we just went up there for a quick couple hour trip. And because it kind of helped to double because Dachi he's been up through that way, obviously. You've been back and forth to Ohio.
Many moons, many times.
But I don't think you'd ever actually stopped in Florence, right?
I've never stopped in Florence. I've seen the Florence Y'all sign dozens of times. Probably darn near 100, I'd imagine. But I'd never been close enough for anything, and I actually we ate at a diner underneath it, which was pretty darn cool in my opinion.
Yeah, so this was your first time, so it's pretty exciting. So we made the trip. We got up early to try to make the trip. Dad was at work till 5, and then even then he's only going to have a couple hours after that. But our goal was to get up there early, show Dachi the town. Like I said, me and the wife's been up there quite a bit now, the past 4 or 5 years, however long Mom and Dad's would have been. They moved up there 2016, so around July of 2016. So almost 5 years. It's been almost 5 years they've been up there. So we've been up there a lot, and so we wanted to show him around and get some, go to the mall, do a little bit of shopping, looking around, and so we did. So we got to go up there. We seen Dad for a minute, taking him some lunch at work, which was fun. Then we took a little side road adventure. Dachi was so happy to point out that it was an adventure that he wanted to take, despite the GPS and all the road signs saying like, "Hey, the place we were supposed to be going."
Hey, I found Levi's brother on that road. You leave that road alone.
That's fair. Also, I will say, like the funny thing is, when we finally did get to where we was looking for, it was closed anyway. So I guess it didn't much matter how soon we got there.
Now, how dare me take a trip? I was like, we're on an adventure. Oh, no, it's an adventure. You hush.
I was fine with the adventure until we got into like the Wrong Turn Woods areas.
I didn't hear any banjos playing. We were safe. We were good.
Well,
tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead.
I can't. I was looking for some sort of excuse, but it wasn't there.
The only excuse here is you.
Okay, so then we went to the mall. The Florence Mall.
I'm glad you fixed that because I don't know what a mall is.
I don't either.
So
I'm just throwing it out there. So the baby, the wife, and she was feeling hungry, snackish. The baby was awake and wanted something to eat, and it wanted pretzels, craving pretzels. So we went. I think the first place we went in the mall was to Auntie Anne's Pretzels. We went over to the food court. And
we went into FYE
first.
Yeah.
Yes, for your entertainment. Yeah, and we actually got some stuff there, or I did. I will show off.
I'm ashamed to admit I never paid attention to what FYE was.
I didn't the first handful of times we went there.
I didn't even think about it. I've been there like 7 times.
Well, here's what's sad. The first time we went, started going to the mall up there, I passed right by FYE and didn't even go inside because I didn't know what it was. Because you just hear FYE, and I didn't think it would have anything that I would be interested in. And then we randomly seen like some signs. We actually paid attention, looked at the windows, and seen some of that they had like a lot of nerdy stuff and a lot of like really cool collectibles and snack crates and different snacks and foods and stuff. But ever since then, yeah, I've been hooked on it. But we went in there and got a couple things, and then we went and got some pretzels, which is pretty good. I like Auntie Anne's pretzels. We all three got a different combo from up there. I know I got the pepperoni pretzel bites or pretzel nuggets. Marissa got just the plain salted pretzel nuggets with cheese, and then you got the dogs,
I
the
got
little pretzel dogs.
corn pretzel dogs, whatever. They're
Yeah,
really good. They were really good. They'd have been better with a little bit of ketchup, but I mean, I'm not gonna. Beggars can't be choosers at that point.
Did you get cheese with them? Did you try it with cheese?
I got cheese, but I didn't try the cheese.
Man,
I'm not much into dipping cheese. Like people that are like, "There's a cheese fountain." I'm like, "Give me a chocolate fountain, and we'll talk." Cheese fountains aren't my thing.
see, I'm the other way around. Like a chocolate fountain's fine, but I would prefer a cheese fountain.
I mean, if you put a ice cream machine in front of me, I'll just lay under it and pull the handle. So
nice. See, I'm more of a savory versus sweet, and it sounds like you're more of a sweet versus savory kind of.
I don't know what savory means.
It's like salty, like chips, cheese, meat.
For some reason, I hear myself through your headset.
Hello.
Maybe you're too close. Lean back.
I'll lean back.
There we go. Maybe. I don't know.
This chair. Okay. So
anyway, I'll just push this away, maybe.
I don't know. Is my mic coming through the thing again?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. It's like when I first talk, it starts doing it.
If you at home can hear him through me, I don't know how that would even work. But if you at home can hear this, give us a shout. You let us know. Here, maybe I can back.
Sorry, I don't know. Maybe that's what's wrong with it.
Okay. Anyhow.
Yep.
We better?
No.
You good?
No, it's still doing. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Turned you down, and it's still.
It's just being weird, and it'll be alright. I'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. So after Auntie Anne's, we went to box lunch and no, we didn't get to go into Hot Topic because they were like,
no, we did not,
allowing one person at a time.
Well, they had too many in, and they were gonna have us come in. They wanted us to come in as a group, obviously, but they waited. Yeah. They were waiting until the store cleared out a little.
So we ended up going to the GameStop across from there and looked around a little bit. And what was that one store? I can't remember the name of it, but it has all the real old posters.
Had the posters. I don't remember the name of it, but they had some man in there doing a book signing.
I seen that. I actually seen that, and I wanted to go over and say something just as a fellow indie author, and I'm ashamed to admit I was too nervous and I didn't.
Well, you know, the guy might have been. I'm not saying you weren't accomplished. You've wrote a book. I haven't. What do I got to show? But the guy that might have been like his 15th book ever. You'd been up like, I wrote a book, and he's like, yeah, it's like my 16th, and you just stood there like,
yeah, I wrote 20. Oh, speaking, I got to tell you about. I don't know what not much that I've been doing, but I can tell you what I'm going to be doing. I know that sounds very vague and out of context. Let me just dive into it. Okay, so not next Friday's episode, but the Friday after that, I'll have some big doings to talk to you guys about. So next Saturday is my high school reunion.
Are you actually going to that?
Yes, and I will tell you why. Free publicity, baby. Because I never
had a high school reunion.
Well, ours was supposed to be last year, but I think we all know how last year went for gatherings and such.
Well, I don't have Facebook, so I guess nobody could really get a hold of me for one anyway.
True. Maybe you did have a high school reunion, you just didn't know.
I wouldn't have cared anyway. I hated school. It's no, like...
I mean, I
had the means to do whatever I wanted in school.
Yeah.
Could have just did the work, did everything. I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm stupid for not doing the work. I'm not like legit stupid. I just didn't apply myself very well. So there's that.
Street smart versus book smart.
Well, I mean, there's other factors that happened during my high school career.
Well, yeah.
So,
well, yeah, but I understand. But no, I wasn't big in high school. I wasn't very popular. I wasn't like, the most happy-go-lucky person. But my biggest thing, and it's like I told my wife, because when you go to these high school reunions, everybody's like, "Oh, it's been so long. What you been up to?"
maybe I'll just go to your high school reunion with you because I know some of them people.
Yeah, there you go. They said that you can bring family and kids, and so just
I'm gonna put one of them little hats on with a pinwheel and just.
Yeah, exactly. But when they ask me, they're like, "Oh, what you been up to?" I'm just gonna pull out like a book and be like, "Oh, I wrote this and published it. Go buy it now. Not this one. You go online and buy it." Honest to goodness, because I'm really hardcore thinking about trying to.
I wonder if you had like a box of them. If you
I
could
could sell
like,
them out the back of my car, I could probably. But
well, there's that, and I was just gonna say like you could just like be like, I wrote this, and they'd be like, really? What do you want for it? Who knows?
oh, that's true. Well, here's the other thing I also thought about doing, and it sounds crazy, but go with me a
Is it
minute.
scummy? I like scum.
I don't know. I guess it depends on what you consider scummy. I thought about getting business cards with my
It's
like
not scummy at all. That's legit.
with like putting
Wait, we can put please see reverse side, and it can be like, buy this or else. We have a tracker on you now. See, there we go. Bam.
We have your children, and they're like, I don't have any children.
Whoa.
No,
that's
no,
too
no.
far. That, like, the line was here. You just went boom.
I'm not actually going to kidnap their children. The card just says that.
It's just the implication of kidnapping the
Oh,
children.
no, not the implication again. It's always the implication with you.
Nobody's getting hurt. That's when somebody falls out of the sky roof.
Nobody's in actual danger. It's just the implication.
I mean, you'd certainly not be in danger.
Oh, goodness.
I love that. It's so funny.
But yeah, so the next Saturday is the high school reunion. I see it as a good chance to brag about the wife and baby and to brag about the book thing and maybe spread the word and through them spread the word and get the word out there and spread my nets. I can drop a few rumors, or not rumors. I can
What is your English?
Drop a few rumors.
I wrote a book, but I absolutely cannot speak.
But what have you been up to? Well, I joined the mafia, but that's just hearsay. If I actually was in the mafia, they'd kill me right now for saying that.
I'll just call somebody and tell somebody that you're in it.
No, but I'll drop some I don't know, breadcrumbs, I guess is the word, for the YouTube channel too. I can talk about that. I can talk about Not a Sidekick Productions, man. Like, hey, I'm on YouTube. I'm on the BookTube. I'm on all of the tubes.
Is there a BookTube?
I don't know. There's a Goodreads, which is like a author thing and book thing. So go there, check me out, Lee Zephyr. Princess and Squire. Not Princess Squire 2. I'm just Peace. Don't get confused. There's not a second one yet.
I don't think this is Peace. This is Peace. I don't know what that is. That's probably some kind of gang sign. We probably are both dead now.
Florence trip. Florence was lovely this time of year.
That somehow went way out there. I don't.
Oh man, professionals. Be a professional.
Don't make me sound the war horn. I've got it keyed up right here. All I gotta do is hit it.
All right, blow the horn.
You say so.
Did you blow it?
I did. It was so weird. I've never used that one before.
Well,
that's pretty neat though.
The folks at home heard it. I didn't hear it. I reacted like I heard it, but I didn't hear it.
A way to throw the freaking.
Can you through your mouth recreate what it sounded like so I can
absolutely not. There is no way.
Try to make the noise yourself so I know what it sounds like.
No, not happening. No way in heck.
Just open your mouth and then play the sound effect again like you're making.
No.
Just go click.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh,
you, however, can do that.
Wait. do the visor, and then do Geordie LaForge top.
If I was gonna do that, I think I got a spaceman thing up here. I got a new program called Voice Mod. I can literally sound retarded in other ways. It's got all these pre-done, like, there's a Halloween soundboard. It's pretty neat.
It's awesome. Okay, so what did we say? Oh, we're back in Florence. Okay, so
Maybe.
we finished our shopping at the mall, and then we go to Best Buy, which I'd only been in once to help Dad look for a phone, and like it was pretty much like when we went, it was game time. We was there to find the phone or to look for the phone, ask about the phone, back out. We had to go pick up the ladies that was down at the store at Michael's, maybe? I don't know. They was down at some store like right next to Best Buy, and you know, we had things to do, people to see, stuff to go to. Anyhow, so when we went, we had a little more time, looked around. Dachi purchased some hardware for the videos.
This thingy right here, actually.
Prove it. Yeah, look at that. Nice color.
And it actually, like, I figured out what this middle button was because the instructions are literally like the instructions are. Let me find the right page because it's got 47 different languages.
Nice.
All right, you got this page, which you can kind of see. Shows what's all in there. And then this is how you hook it up. And that's another language. No, that's the end of that one. And it goes into a different language. It goes into Dutch.
So what's the button for? Whirlwind?
The
Tornado?
button, if you download it's called RE Central, which is their software for editing and stuff if you want to use it. You hit that button, it launches that software, so you don't have to like search for it on your desktop.
Ooh, that's cool.
And I also found that this one, if you look at this right here, there's these little sliders. We can actually use this by just putting an SD card in it and a power supply and never have it hooked to a computer. We can just hook it to an Xbox. Hook your mics into the ports so you can talk and record what you're saying.
Yeah.
You never have to put it into a computer until you need the SD card put onto the PC.
That's
for editing.
Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So it was worth the money then, is what?
Yeah, it's $120. I did. We got to your dad's house or apartment.
Yeah.
I opened the door, and because I was dumb and didn't take my laundry out, I had it sitting up on the laundry. It falls out and just bounces like a basketball.
Right off the sidewalk concrete.
Yeah,
there.
Right off the blacktop. It works. Man. It's great.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, if anything else is going to sum up my luck, that right there is it. Like, you all don't know me very well, but if there's a way for it to be bad, I'm going to find it. 100%.
And that was literally our next stop. We literally left there and went to the apartments. And that was when it did that, when it came out. So we did that. We went there and met up with Mom, and Dad was off work. He got there maybe like 10 minutes after we got there.
Like 10.
He was not far behind us. And then we all loaded up and went to a place called Quaker Steak and Lube. And it is right near the Florence Y'all sign, right under it, basically on the other side of the
tower, but yeah, it's a sign.
Oh yeah, sign water tower. But yeah, it's really cool.
One speck of dirt in my hair that's just annoying me.
You'll get it.
I got it. It's good. Sorry, everybody. We're everywhere today. This is a good one. I like this so far.
Yeah, and you all will too. You will like it. You will.
Or else
we'll kidnap your children.
Well, he said that, not me.
No, sorry. I meant to say we're going to imply that we'll kidnap your children. Your children are safe, but you don't know that. Only we know that.
You would be the world's worst supervillain.
Thank you.
How much money do you want to save the world? $1,000.
It's like, how much money do you want to save the world? I want $1 million. They're like, okay, I guess we'll give it to him, but I'll settle for 100. If you can't give me the $1 million, I guess I'll take 100 and a Reese cup. Guy, world saved. Congratulations, you've thwarted my evil plan. See you next Tuesday.
Any hoozle. Any hooski.
So we went to Quaker Steak and Lube. This place is awesome. We've been there. This makes my third time. I've been up there or been to Quaker Steak and Lube. It's all very themed, like cars and motorcycles, and
It's all very like race
mechanics.
car-ish.
Yeah, the door handles are like gas pumps. They're like
The gas pump handles, like the thing,
Yes.
the nozzles. I
that's
thought
the
that
word.
was really cool. I liked how they had an Indy car strapped up to the roof, a NASCAR strapped up.
Yeah.
Pictures everywhere. The sauces were actually like gas containers, and they each had
I love it.
labels for what they were. Like, I wish I would have took more pictures. I took a few, I think. Maybe.
Yeah,
Let me look.
I think I took a few of the food, and
I
that was about it.
took pictures of the food yesterday. I had. That's for sure.
You'll have to send me some of those.
I took a picture of the food, yeah.
Okay, so
I
we
did
may be able to
take
post that on here or post a link to it or something.
I did take a picture of a couple of the posters and the games we found.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was some cool posters we found over there.
Some old retro stuff, but
The old retro, yeah, and that one place that I can't remember the name of it.
I know this isn't going to do it justice, but this is what James actually got, which you'll be able to see better when I put the picture over.
That was the mac and cheese skillet, and it was pulled chicken mac and cheese. Oh, with green onions.
This is your dad's
Oh, he had the half rack ribs,
half rack of rib that he shared with everybody.
baked beans and broccoli. Delicious.
This was, I believe, Marissa's burger.
Yeah, she got chicken sandwich. She got the fried chicken sandwich with French fries, and there's some of the ribs Dad gave her.
I didn't take a picture. Oh yeah, I did. Here was what I got: burger with an egg on it, which is like the best way.
Delish. Delicious.
It was great food. I should have actually got up and walked around. I was gonna get my big camera
Yeah.
out, and I didn't.
Now that we know it's there and we know where it's at, like we'll definitely go back and bring you guys with us.
Oh, this was something at GameStop I wanted to show you, and I forgot to send it to you. They've got new Power Ranger where they're actually standing on their power coins.
Power coin, yeah, and Goldar's there. That's sweet.
Did you know there's a reason Goldar doesn't have his wings until later in the second season?
I feel like I knew it, but it's been so long that I forgot.
Lord Zed was disappointed because Gengar and his brother Sphinx were supposed to, or maybe it wasn't Sphinx. Goldar and his brother, whoever it was, because his brother got killed by Lord Zed, failed to do something Lord Zed wanted, so he ripped his wings off. Technically.
Dark.
Canon-wise.
Scary, but awesome.
Lord Zed wasn't the buffoon that they've given us in the show.
Yeah, for sure. As it often is between books or comics and the shows and movies and stuff. But even in the show, like Lord Zed was.
Did you know why Lord Zed doesn't have any skin?
I just assumed he was born that way.
He touched the Zeo crystal. It blew his skin off. Or at least
That's
that's one iteration of why he has no skin.
That felt great.
I can only imagine.
He looks like a liquor from Resident Evil gained consciousness and sentience.
You're right. Anyway, Florence. Yeah.
Florence.
I've been a wild around the world universe for Florence.
We're getting there, guys. So then after the food, we did go back to the apartment.
They had a tower of onion rings, though. You didn't mention that.
Yeah, well,
yeah. It wasn't a tower, but it's supposed to be.
Normally, it comes in a tower. They stack the onion rings. In this case, it's kind of more like laid out real nice, fancy. But they did have really good onion rings. We got the onion ring appetizer and the nachos appetizer, and the nachos were pretty good.
Yeah. Was that sour cream or what kind? Was that just some kind of cheese?
I don't know. There was like definitely cheese on it, but then there was some kind of like sour cream ranch type stuff on it. I don't know.
I didn't hate it. It had a weird zingy zest to it.
It was a bit.
It was overpowering, but it was still good to eat.
Yeah, like if you got some with just a little dab of it on it, tasted perfect. If you got one with a big glob, then it's a bit overpowering, took away the taste, but still good. Still great place. Recommend highly.
It was a good place to sit and just visit. There was a lot of people, like, after we got there, it was like 20 minutes later, we finally got our food. This group of like 10 came in. It got a little loud, so we finally left, but it was a great place. I enjoyed all the novelty items it had in it. If you're a fan of racing and you're in the Florence, Kentucky area, I suggest going to it.
definitely. Or I mean, I don't know if is that a chain. I'll look real
I'm
quick.
not sure.
While I'm looking, you can. So we also went to a place that's primarily up there, Rimke. And I don't know if you'd ever been there either.
Oh yeah, the little grocery store. It it was
It's kind of
very much akin to a more upgraded Save-A-Lot, in my opinion.
yeah. It's very much the way I've always described it because mom and dad's apartment is literally like 2 minutes away from that place. We go there all the time when we're up there. It's like our quick run to get snacks and stuff. And it's very much like in between a Kroger's and a Save-A-Lot. It's just right in the middle there. It's not quite a Kroger, but it's not as low tier as a Save-A-Lot. It's a little higher than
It's
Save-A-Lot.
mostly
a little lower
just
than Kroger.
food. I didn't see like any kind.
Yeah.
There's food, a little bit of chemical items like for laundry and mouse traps and stuff,
Mhm.
and a couple of paper goods items. But you're not gonna go there and buy your kid a full blown toy set out of it.
Okay, so good news and bad news for some of y'all. Quaker Steak and Lube is franchised. It is like there is more than one, but based on this map I'm looking at, it's very much primarily East Coast. This map does not show a single one in the Midwest, or not Midwest. Well, I guess Midwest or the West Coast. It is like all up and down this east side, eastern coast.
Well, if you ever happen to come over this way, try it out.
Yeah, definitely recommend.
Their menu is actually very big.
Yes.
But I love burgers. Burgers and hot dogs are my two. Like I love people like travel for a good hot dog. I would.
Yeah.
Personally, I would. But
Same. There's a place. I don't know if you've ever had it in London, in our little area of London, that has some extremely like artisan recommendation style hot dogs. Don't know if you ever had it, but we should try it out sometime.
where is it? What's it called? Is it Weaver's?
It's not Weaver's. I've never been to Weaver's actually.
Weaver's is
Everybody
pretty good.
about it. I need to try Weaver's, and you need to try. It's called Mama Rosa's Chicago Sandwich Shop.
It's in the shopping center with Big Lots.
Big Lots, yes. But they don't just sell sandwiches; they also sell like legit hot dogs, like good ones. The last time I went, me and the wife both got there. It's a barbecue bacon dog, but it's like the all beef hot dog. I mean, and this thing was big and like the all meat fried up, real good, and they put just this like barbecue slathered bacon type sauce over the top of it. Was to die for. And
We all know how I want to do that.
so after Rimke's, we got a few things there, snack wise and drink wise and everything, and then went back to the apartments. And then watched TikToks and hung out and talked and caught up and stuff. Like I said, it'd been a while since you'd got to see mom and dad.
I haven't seen them since before my parents passed.
So
That's
and
been, for those who don't know, both of my parents tragically passed away of cancer. It was not fun, and it's been a very long time since I've been around James's mom and dad, who are like a second set of family members to me. So I've been very lonely.
We've known each other for so long and grew up together. Like I said, it's hard. I mean, that's one thing I remember when your dad passed at the job. It was a former job I was at the time, that I don't work at anymore. But they, because when I told them, I said I need to miss for funeral, and they said, well, is it family? And I said, yeah, pretty much. I said it's not blood, but I said, but it's family. I said, I've known them for over 20 years. I said, and grown up together and grown up with them and stuff. I said, it's pretty much family. I said, I don't know how you've got to put that in the system, but just know I won't be here on that day. And I brought in, and they just told me, like, they were real nice about it. They said, okay, we understand. They said, just bring back one of the little paper things. I don't want to say, it's not a brochure.
No, I know what you're talking about. I'm just going to say it's a pamphlet.
Program.
Program.
The little program paper. A pamphlet, same thing, yeah. So they said just bring that in and we'll just put it down in the system. I think they listed your dad as my uncle. But
pretty much true.
That works. Yeah, so
I mean, we've known each other going on 20.
Over 20 something.
I want to say 23 years.
Yeah, I was going to say around 22, 23. It had to be around there. So, like, it's crazy. And so, yeah, so we all grew up together, running around and stuff. So it was pretty nice to get a catch up and all of us be together again.
I actually have a trip planned for December 4th, I believe it is.
Yes. Yeah, December 4th. They're wanting to do a little something because by then the baby should be here. Little Ivy should be here. And
if she's still cooking by December 4th, I'm going to throw you in after her and let you drag her out.
Yeah, at that point, we got bigger problems. If her due date's October and she's still in there by December, I'm going to be like, look, girl, cutting you off, no more food till you come out. You got to come out and eat.
Here's your eviction notice. Now move.
Be like, listen, I know it's a scary world, but you got to come out here, okay? 2020 is over. You can come out now. Let's say maybe. I don't know.
Is it?
No, not by a long shot. But yeah, it was a nice trip. Then we headed back after that, pretty much.
Yeah, and we just kind of talked about stuff
talked about school. Ironically, talked about
a lot of school
years.
stuff. A lot of stuff me and you did. We told Marissa a lot of the stories about our childhood.
Dark times. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, sometimes they were dark, especially when we had to go to the hill.
To the hill. That's a beautiful stories for another time. So moving off the doing, since we've been a bit distracted here.
Yeah, that Florence felt like a longer time away than what we just did.
Yeah.
We've been on a journey with you guys today.
Yeah, but you guys are loving it. Adventure. I can't say time, can I? Because that gets us in trouble real quick.
I don't know what kind of implications it would cause.
Time adventure. I don't know. What have you been playing?
I wish you hadn't asked me that, because I don't remember. Actually, I haven't been playing anything. I don't think.
Well, we played Phasmophobia.
We did play Phasmophobia. I forgot.
I got you, bro.
That's pretty much it, though. I downloaded some games on my phone. Let me see what they're called. Because when I got home this morning,
I downloaded a game on my phone.
I started playing Star Trek Fleet Command again, which
sounds fun.
It's a it's a good little. I'm gonna fall asleep if I play this game. I got something called Trash Tycoon. I have not got to play. Idle 51, which is an Area 51 simulator.
Nice.
But they're all just tappy games.
Yeah. I've got a lot of those. I've got Merge Dragons and Merge Magic, which are very much just time killers. But because a buddy of mine at work got him a new game for his Switch, but since I didn't have the money to drop on the Switch game, but I wanted to play at least something. You know, when somebody's talking about it and you're just like, oh, I just want to get a taste. So I downloaded Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on my phone.
Got your head probably beat in like a mother trucker.
No, I've just played a few. It's actually kind of sad because it's actually a little too easy.
Let you play somebody from that is another player. I've seen some crazy stuff on that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm still like playing all the early stage stuff. I'm like level 3. I've not played a lot on it. I just got it to relive the glory days. But even on there, it's not as fun. Like the one he was telling me about, he has on Switch, and I don't remember the name of it, but he said like he's playing through the actual like storyline of the show and stuff. Like his first duel was Yugi fighting Kaba, and he could get Exodia.
Legacy of the Duelist is what that is.
And apparently he's loving it, and he keeps telling me every day, he's like, oh, I just did this part in the show. I just beat Rex Raptor with Joey. I just beat Bakura, and like,
God, I hated
and the cards he used, and it got me really missing the good old Yu-Gi-Oh days. So I downloaded that.
We getting those dual discs for us to play with. That was so fun.
I was telling him about that. That's what he's asking me about.
They tore our cards up though. Like they were not meant to be used that much.
He said, because I told him we used to love and play with those, and he said, man, I never had those, but he said it always looked and felt like one of those things that was better in looks and theory than in actual use or practice. And I was like, yeah, a little bit, because I remember the magic card slots and trap card slots was the worst for getting cards stuck.
Yeah, they were.
But it's fun.
I looked up that game, and I am glad I did not have my screen shared over on that side. For some reason, that game has a very lot of adult content.
Oh, I did not know this.
Well,
Uh,
it's people made it into it. Like, obviously, the
oh,
game
gotcha.
for the Switch isn't adult content, but
Oh, gotcha.
people
Gotcha.
make like art.
They'll do what they. Yeah, people run away with stuff.
They'll do what they do.
So speaking of running away with stuff, let's run right on into the second to last category, which will actually feed kind of hand in hand with our last category for me, is what we've been eating.
Pretzels.
Pretzels and all the stuff we talked about earlier,
All that
Quakers
stuff we talked
and
about.
your Buffalo Wild Wings.
I got these extra large big kid Sour Patch Kids.
Oh.
I personally love Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
A lot. Like, got a bag sitting here. There's 2 over there. There's this one. That's a Reese Cup wrapper. I probably need to clean up a little bit. But these Sour Patch Kids, I've actually got both bags here. They're not going to be the same color because I hate red, and that's probably all that's left in that one. Here's the difference.
Dang.
Yeah. That's not me, like, joking either. Let me move forward a little bit.
Jeez, oh Pete. He's about the size of the head of the other one, yeah.
Just about his head and shoulders.
Jeez.
They smell like the bag. It smells pretty rough. I ain't gonna lie.
So you don't like the red one, so you're not gonna like what I'm about to show you. But I have to show you off of that. Just focus, dude. Focus. Do it. Do the
YMCA.
Yeah. Do the
YMCA. The what?
The Vogue.
The hell is
In
that?
Vogue. It's what you like.
Whatever. It'll straighten up. You tell your story. Maybe everybody look at you.
No, I was going to show you. So you like Sour Patch Kids. I got Sour Patch Kids snack pack. Now, they had the red and the blue. I got the red because I actually do like the red ones. Oh, there you go. That worked.
Chick-fil-A comes through.
So I got the red because I actually do like the red, but they also have the blue, and it's like little Jello cups. So
are they actually sour, or they just taste like the candy?
To me, they just taste more like the candy. I didn't really taste a lot of sour in it. But it had a nice little sugary, just a little bit of an acidity taste to the Jello, which I like. It actually was really good. I actually did really enjoy it. But I didn't want to show you and tell you because I know that you don't like the red, but you like the blue, and they do have the blue version of it. I don't know if you like Jello.
Jello's okay.
Very few people I know actually like Jello, but it's pretty good. It's good for like the flavor and stuff. So I just about pulled my fan in the floor. What else you got? Food wise,
I think that's it.
Okay, I have
still been eating the spicy sweet chili Doritos.
Oh, the Doritos, been hooked on them?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I bought 3 bags of the Dollar Tree popcorn. It's really good.
Oh, I've not tried that.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't have it in here. The 3 bags are in there to save me for myself because
fair enough.
I don't even want to talk about what's going to happen when I start eating those. It's going to get nasty in here.
Fair enough.
I think for tonight I'm going to have pork and bean weenies and eggs, which, judge me if you want. It's freaking delicious.
It sounds like a good meal.
I put like the pork and bean weenies on top of the eggs.
Oh.
You do you, but...
Oh, you're speaking my language.
It's so good. Take a piece of bread and then just put it... It's just good.
It's very, very English breakfast because they like doing baked beans with their breakfast, with their eggs and toast and stuff.
Sir Patrick Stewart actually released the only meal he knows how to cook, according to him, was beans on toast.
Nice.
He ate it. He did this little dance, and he's like, "I'm 8 years old again," and it was like the most sweet thing ever.
I actually like baked beans a lot.
I like the juice. I don't much care for the beans, but I like the flavor that the juice has.
Then you should try, which I don't know if they still sell. Walmart had been selling it. It was Dr. Pepper infused baked beans.
I don't like Dr.
It was so good. You don't like Dr. Pepper? Well, you might not like it, but it was real. It's my favorite type of baked beans. Yeah, I've kind of an off thing from that from Patrick Stewart is the only way that I will cook scrambled eggs is Ian McKellen. I watch Sir Ian McKellen, sorry, and Sir Patrick Stewart, sorry. Sir Ian McKellen, as you know, is Gandalf and Magneto. He shared a video. This has been forever ago. This was back when me and my wife first got together. Actually, I was still living with my parents at the time. And I'd seen a video that he had done making scrambled eggs. And he's like, oh, this is my family's recipe. This is how we used to make it growing up. And that's how I make it now. And it makes this portion. And like, I watched him do that whole video and I was like, huh. So then I went and I made it that way for me and the wife, put it with some toast, just the way he did. And I refuse to cook it any other way now because it makes the best scrambled eggs that I've ever eaten in my life.
There's a way, my buddy, it's been years since I've even talked to this guy, like probably 15 at least now since I moved from Jackson County. Delbert Atkins, his dad used to make, he would make toast, then he'd take sunny side up eggs.
Yeah.
And he would somehow or another cook them perfectly to where the yolk was about to be hard, but it was still kind of jelly. And he would scramble all them up, and he'd put each on a piece of toast with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper on it, and he'd let that go into the oven just long enough for it to kind of heat the toast up with the egg.
Yeah.
I made myself sick eating it. They were so good.
That's amazing. I love eggs, dude. Like,
they are a food that goes with everything.
Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. Like, for food wise, like, because again, I can eat breakfast for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I can eat breakfast food any time of the day.
I've actually got egg, sausage, and cheese croissants in the Jimmy Dean brand.
Oh, those are good.
I just throw the whole sleeve in the microwave for 2.5 minutes.
It went from sounding good to it is good. I do know that game.
Yeah, I love it.
Man. So moving from breakfast food into something that we had earlier this week.
I'm
that was
salivating. I'm just telling you.
I know. I know you said you're not a big fan of this, but I was telling you about this morning. Me and the wife had pork chops. Grandma had bought a big pack of boneless pork chops, and she had bought there was 8 or 9 pack, and
for one person.
Well, that was the problem. She said it was one of those moments where her eyes was bigger than her stomach type thing. So she bought it, and then she realized that there was a whole lot in there, and she also realized that because she has to she has some heart medications and some blood sugar or blood pressure medications and stuff. And as soon she said that she just knew if she had one, just looking at it, she felt she needed to go take a blood pressure pill, cholesterol pill. That's what it was. Said her cholesterol was going up just looking at it, and she knew if she had one, then she would have to take her pill and then have to wait for her cholesterol to go down. So she just gave it to us, and I'm like, well, thanks. I'm sure my cholesterol needed it, but guess what? I'm still going to cook it up and eat it. So we made it. I put some flour and I bought some Italian panko breadcrumb stuff to coat it. And then I put a little bit of that seasoning that we talked about, that chicken seasoning that we had used. Oh,
yeah.
I put a little bit of that to try on the pork chops.
Well, me and you had talked about this yesterday. I think it was me and you. Putting this on pizza.
Yes, you was telling me about that. Man, and I had pizza tonight and I forgot to try that.
Good.
And I'll have to try it. But the pork chops were good. We had pork chops, mashed potatoes.
People are going to think I'm just fat. I've got candy here. I got chips here. I got dips there. I've got ranch over here. I got an empty pizza box back here. Fudge. Oh, I forgot. For what I've been eating. Love these things. These and rainbow chocolate chip cookies.
I cannot believe I'm doing this. I will be right back.
Oh, good God.
That reminded me of something I got to show you guys. It's funny because you all don't realize how much on the same wavelength him and I are. Like, he gets Sour Patch Kids, Big Kids. I get snack packs. He gets whatever the elf thing is.
Fudge stripe cookies.
Fudge stripes. I'll be right back.
All right, and while he's gone, let's see, what else have I done this week? My new desk, once I get it put together, is going to replace this one, but I'm really dreading it. I've got 2 monitors, an Xbox, what this mic runs through, hooked in onto the table, a lamp, a journal, a leather-bound journal, because I love office supplies that I've yet to even open and write in. The old capture card that I used to have. Thing did me very good for many, many years. Some speakers and a giant mouse pad because I PC game a lot. Gotta move all that stuff when I get this thing put together later, but it's worth it because I've got a little desk here that, I mean, it's nice to have, but it would be a lot better if I didn't have to have the arm for this connected to it, because I just don't need to have it connected to it. It's a lot of space. There's like this much space between the wall and it, and I know that doesn't look like a lot on camera. Also, my hands are weird, but yeah. It's something I've not liked because my PC is actually in the floor on a piece of wood, and with this new thing, it's got a table I can put the PC on. And then I'll have a lot more room for my bed. Do what?
What are you in here doing?
Oh, I was talking about my new desk. What it's going to free up and...
Okay. I thought you were still talking about Megalodons. You're like, this is a regular shark, this is a Megalodon.
No, but I mean, a Megalodon just means get the heck out of the water and stay out. So, like, never go back in there.
Speaking of Megalodon.
Here's the thing, though. Before you take me away from this, let me get this out. You know, we evolved to be on the dry bit. If you go into the wet bit, that's how you get bit. That bit over there, that big blue ocean, that's its bit. The dry bit where we evolved to walk, that's our bit. It ain't as big as the ocean. But if you go in that wet bit, you get bit.
What about Fitbit, the watch?
I'd flip you off, but we're professionals.
That's
Just
right.
know that in my mind, I'm flipping you off.
Got you. Appreciate it. So you have Fudge Stripe, and I bought the ELF Fudge, also Keebler Elves. These are the cookies I've been eating.
See, I've never had those. They would have to be good, though.
Favorite.
Are they graham cracker based?
Or
is it just like some kind of soft baked cookie?
It's a hard cookie. I've never delved into this. I do love the Fudge Stripe. Fudge Stripe is one of my favorites. On the back it says try these others, and it has Fudge Stripe right there.
See, Oreos are my all-time favorite, but
deluxe grams.
That's just me.
It doesn't say what this cookie. It just enriched flour. It doesn't say like what the cookie itself's made out of. So I don't know, but it's kind of like a hard cookie. Here, see if I can take one out and show y'all.
I just wonder if it was like a regular cookie or if it was like a graham cracker cookie.
So like you got this little guy here, and then a little thing on the back says, see if it'll show you, from the hollow tree.
That's pretty neat.
Breaks open. It's kind of like a crunchy cookie there, and you got fudge in between there. Now he's decapitated.
Might as well say he didn't run.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want the poor guy to go to waste. Give you guys some ASMR there.
I mean, that was the world's worst ASMR, but whatever. You do you, boo.
So, other than that, speaking of fatty things, I brought 2 new hot sauces to show with you. One I got from FYE, which is actually really good. I've been hooked on this. As you'll see, that the bottle's mostly already down to here. But it is a Godzilla vs. Kong Heat Ray hot sauce, which is an excellent bottle. I'm saving the bottle after I use the hot sauce. But I'm a hot sauce freak. I eat hot sauce on everything.
Put it in front of your face. That way it focuses. There you go.
Check that out. Awesome artwork. Definitely going to be able to save that bottle. It told me what was in it.
Is it Tabasco hot sauce or?
It is made from water, jalapeno pepper, vinegar, salt, xanthan gum, and spices. But it tastes more Tabasco. It says jalapeno, but it does taste a little bit more Tabasco-y. It tastes good though. I love it. I've been putting it on everything. And like I said, once it's done, I can still save that bottle since it's a real pretty artwork and pretty kind of bottle thing. Now this one, less of a fan of. Like, it's not the worst. It just smells terrible. Yeah, it's not the best smell in the world. I don't know why I took that big a whiff. It's okay in
I
small
thought you were
doses.
gonna shove it up your nose.
So the Godzilla vs Kong FYE $5.99. This was $3.99 at Marshalls, and it is focus Melinda's pizza hot sauce made from crushed red pepper. Let's see what some of the sauce looks like there. You see in there. It's good. It just got a very
Is
strong
that the one you
smell.
said was too watery?
It was a little watery, but yeah. You see that? Let's see. Yeah. Which for like a pizza sauce, for a hot sauce, it's fine to be a little watery, but for a pizza sauce, not so much. And I think that's the problem. I think that's only meant to be used in small doses. But when I make little pizza wraps. I get a tortilla shell, pizza sauce, cheese, and pepperonis, and wrap it up, put it in the microwave for like a minute. And I use this as the pizza sauce, so I like just put it all across the tortilla shell. And then when I heated that up, yeah, that smell was not pretty. I may or may not have gotten in a little bit of trouble for that one.
Well, you know.
Other than that, the other two things I had that I was going to mention this week was I tried the new Tropicana. We are big Tropicana orange juice drinkers. And Tropicana just recently, for summertime, released a pina colada juice. Man, it's good. I like it. Now,
save me some so I can try it, because I'm not going to buy it and me not like it.
yeah, I get that. I like it. Obviously it's non-alcoholic, but you could mix it with some alcohol to make a legit pina colada, but it tastes good even without.
You know.
Yeah, you never know. But it tastes pretty good even without. So either way, you can drink it virgin, drink it alcoholic. Either way works. The other thing that we had was I tried the new Lay's jerk chicken flavor. It's a wavy Lay's variety. It's good. It's not like a flavor that I can just eat, like snack on, like with the sweet chili Doritos, where I can just snack on those through a whole sitting.
I don't even want to talk about what I did to this bag. It was so like, I literally put it there and it was like, you aren't getting opened until I'm absolutely going to finish you, because I just can't stop.
Oh, I'm the same way. But with the jerk chicken Lays, good, but like a 2 or 3 chips at a time, like just to get that taste, that flavor. I did buy the mango chili Lays and the Nashville hot chicken Lays, but I've not tried those yet. So I'll save those for a rainy day to talk to you guys about. But that's pretty much what I've done food-wise. So since we're showing off stuff on screen, I think it's going to lead us into the collections and our collectibles portion of the show. So I think you have a much bigger.
I think I showed off. I think I showed off last time, so this time you get to show off first.
Okay, because outside of my food stuffs, I just have the one thing. So I know that you've got a little bit bigger haul, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way.
I've got 3 things, so I'm not about to like drag that disc. Why am I all of a sudden out of focus?
Well,
whatever. Figure it out later.
So while I was at Marshall's the other day looking around, I went over to look around Marshall's, and then I popped over to Five and Below. Five and Below. Pepsi. Speaking of that, y'all ready for National Pepsi Day? I know it's in like December, but we got to get ready, get our Pepsi game strong.
Just trying to get it to focus.
Oh, almost. Focus. Focus. There you go. Oh, there you go. Chick-fil-A to the rescue. So while I was there, they always have some nice stuff, but I headed back to the clearance section. I have found some really cool stuff over in their clearance section because it's Five and Below, which means everything's already like $5. Most stuff's $5. They have a few things over $5.
I've never actually been in there.
They got some fun stuff. They have a lot of really cool candy and snacks and food and stuff. Which was another candy that I tried that I didn't talk about. My favorite movie theater food or like candy is the cookie dough bites. And they had birthday cake cookie dough bites. They were good. Not as good as the regular cookie dough bites. Still superior, but birthday cake ones were good. But anyhow, Five and Below, I always check out their clearance section, and while I was there, I found something because, as you guys know, I've been getting ready for Ivy to get here, and for when she gets older, a lot of books and a lot of stuff for her. So I found it is a fearless and fantastic Marvel characters like book, and it's like Marvel heroines. So like, and it's just like a real simple like it'll have Rogue and tells about Rogue's little backstory, and then you'll have somebody like whoever that is,
I don't even know who that is. You're the Marvel
Spectrum,
person here.
Monica Rambeau.
I
You
do
got
know that.
Wasp. You've got
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. So see, like it's just got a bunch of them and just their name, a cool picture, and then like a little biography. And then it tells their friends, allies, and role models, which are other characters in the book, and where to find them at, what teams they is a part of. So and then here's the back. Got Squirrel Girl, got a little description on it. Really awesome book. I like anything Marvel and comic booky anyways, but you know, having a little girl and stuff, I thought it'd be cool to get her started off on the right foot with the comic books and a lot of like strong, good, positive role models, female role models. So this book, as you see, it is still pretty good. 127 pages, which is basically like 120 some characters in it. $2.50.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, it was. I think the tag on it. So originally, this in a normal comic book store back. It's 2022. It came out in 2020, so it's not even a year old. Was $12.99. The sticker they had on it was for $5, and I got it for $2.50. So I got it with it being $12.99 originally. I got a pretty good deal for it just being a year old. Great condition. So that was my secret awesome find for the week that I'm excited about. So what do you got? What do you got for us? Hobby Lobby.
I went to the Hobby Lobby. They had all their like a lot of their stuff was half off or so. So I thought I was gonna spend $50, and I actually only spent $30 by the time it was all done. I got this.
Oh, that's
sign
cool.
to hang up.
Oh, I like Justice Served Daily. Okay, I'm a little jealous already. I dig it.
This one you were gonna be really jealous of because we always talk about the animated series.
Oh no, yeah, I love. I'm
Put that over there.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
I love it.
That is cool.
I'll have it put up somewhere. I don't know where, but
somewhere in the background. Yeah, man.
And probably one of my favorite things because Batman has been the biggest influence in my life, I think. Next to my parents, obviously. There's this, and it says everything is impossible until somebody does it.
I like it. Motivational. I love the glass stuff like that. That's awesome.
And it's got the bat symbol on it. The wood is I really like that style of wood.
Yeah, it's like a rustic.
It's got the old style hanger, so you're not like having to. Like this one's nice because it has the hanger. It's got the little peg hole and you can use easier. But I like these so you can kind of center it better depending on how your thing goes. They had a lot of this stuff, and they had some Carnage. I've actually got pictures of it now I think about it.
Yeah, when we went to Hobby Lobby was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they had a lot of Venom and Carnage stuff when we went.
Here's a picture of the burger from yesterday and the fries.
Oh, that looks good. I love you know. Hold on now. You know it's a good burger when they have to put the toothpick in the top.
And then,
oh man, those wings.
That right there is the sauce for the garlic wings, or not garlic wings, the onion rings.
Those onion rings looked crisp too.
Yeah, these are videos I sent you.
Oh gosh, yeah. I got the Spider-Man Joker.
I know I shake a lot, but
it's all good.
A still image of it.
I love that cap picture where he's got like his back turned. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and eventually get some stuff to put up on my wall.
Marissa some stuff actually.
Yeah, I know she showed me some of it. Was telling me about it.
Here's the old school game we found when we was at the mall.
Oh gosh,
Monday Night Nitro.
Yeah, man.
And then the
Back in the
old fashioned Godzilla poster.
Oh, look, King of Monsters. Yes. So much fun, guys. Let me see if I can pull up the photos for you guys. Some photos. To be the portion of the show where we photo share. It's like a timeshare, but you don't get nothing for it. Just photo. So yeah, so you enjoyed Hobby Lobby. So you just got the three things while you were there.
Yeah, they had this is 6 foot behind me. It was probably every bit of 3 foot of a stretched canvas that was awesome looking Batman art.
Sweet. So what I got here, I was going to show when I was at Five Below. If it'll show, I don't know how it'll show up. I seen they had some wacky stuff that it's wacky, but I actually thought was interesting. I got to show the wife because I thought she'd be interested in it. But they have it is a LED soap dispenser.
Put it right in front of your face. You'll have to just block yourself. That way it'll. Never mind, I guess it won't. But I can see it well enough.
Yeah, it's a LED soap dispenser. And then they also had LED toilet paper holder where like it lights up. And so I thought that I get up, I go to the bathroom a lot in the middle of the night. I'm constantly having to go. It's I drink a lot of water, not like drink.
He's
but
not
I
an
drink
alcoholic.
a lot of water. No.
Much.
No. I drink I drink a lot of water, a whole lot of water. And so I'm usually up and down all night having to run to the bathroom. And so yeah, something like a LED soap dispenser or toilet paper roller, yeah, that would be real handy for me. So the only other thing I've got here is my pork chop dinner I made. You got pork chops, mashed potatoes, and pasta. And yes, we put hot sauce in our mashed potatoes because it's how we like it. We just that crazy.
So, if anybody doesn't realize, they go through a lot of mashed potatoes over there because his wife has a certain name for them.
Called mashed taties. Mashed taties, yeah. And yeah, she loves them, dude. It's her kryptonite or her spinach. I don't know.
Either the spinach having to deal with you.
Spinach, yeah, true that. But dude, like, it is a whole thing. Oh, I was gonna show you. I'll show you this last one. Is my turkey burgers I made the other day. I made some turkey burgers without the bread.
Oh, them tater tots look great.
Thank you.
I love tater tots.
The turkey burgers.
I should.
I wanted to try to do a little better and not eat like bread and stuff on it. Try to cut back on my carbs. So I fried them up in a skillet, baked the tater tots, and when the turkey burgers got close to being done, I put the cheese on top. I was out of sliced cheese, so I had to use shredded cheese, but it was like mild shredded cheddar cheese, so it still worked.
It works, but it's nowhere near what a slice of cheese is.
No,
not at all.
I was disappointed that I was out. Still ended up tasting good, but
I thought I was out of eggs earlier and about got mad because I wanted to have this for dinner tonight, and I was like, "There's no eggs," but I found eggs, so
terrible. I'm glad for you. I had to have like air melt eggs or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to be helpful here. Don't give me that look. Goodness. But yeah, then I put barbecue sauce on top of the burgers, and then what you seen there, the green was, if you've ever had like the crispy onion straws that they put, it's like the deep fried onion bits. It's like that, but it's dill flavored cucumber. So it's kind of like pickles, but they're like crispy, like freeze dried or fried.
I'm not much on the pickles either.
Oh, see, I love them, and those cucumbers, like the dill flavored crispy cucumber things, was delicious on it. I could not finish both turkey burgers. I finished all my tots and 1.5 turkey burgers and I could not finish the other. And coming from me, you look at me, there's not many. I'm not one for turning down and finishing my plate, but it filled me up really good, and I was happy because it was turkey and there was no bread, and it was kind of healthy. I mean,
turkey burger, like, now, I don't know about turkey burgers when you make them because I've never made them, but eating a burger to me, I can't get it well done. It's got to be like medium rare. There's got to be a little bit of pink in it for me to see. Now, I'd imagine with turkey burger, you can't do that.
no, yeah, it's pretty much already like
yeah, it's pretty much done already.
There's not much pink to begin with. See, I'm the opposite. If I see any pink, I can't eat it. It makes me sick to my stomach.
See, I would rather see, like when I eat steak, there's got to be like just a hint of blood. Just a tad bit. I love, like, not particularly rare, but I'll get it to the 160 degrees, which is what you have to have it at, and I'll just be like, okay, come on, we gotta go. Gotta get.
I respect it, and I get it. Like, trust me, I definitely understand. The thing that bothers me is I know there's people out there. See, to me, it's just a personal thing. I don't judge anybody for how they want to eat their meat, but mine has to be well done.
He said eat for those that thought he said something else.
I did say eat. However you prefer it cooked, I guess is a better way of wording it. I don't judge, no reservations, but mine has to be well done. And I know I get a lot of flack. There's all those people that, well, if you're going to eat it well done, you might as well not eat it at all. Or all these people eating it well done can't handle it. You know, I know there's a lot of naysayers out there for. It's just the way I like to eat my hamburgers and steaks and stuff. I just prefer well done. It's just
I wish I could make you a burger and somehow be like, all right, just don't look at it. I want you to just try it. And you've just somehow at least given an attempt because they're really good.
Well, I'm tempted.
They're really soft. The flavor in them, like there's a lot of juice, which is one of my favorite things about it. Because what I do, I cook my burger, and they're usually about that thick.
Yeah.
I make them pretty thick. I char the sides real fast on each, and then I'll let it cook through, which I try and only flip my burgers once. So I put it down, I kind of squish it a little bit, let it have a complete sear on the bottom. When I start seeing the juices come through the top, then I'm like, okay, it's time to flip it.
Yeah.
Salt it, pepper it, flip it, and then pretty much just get my bread and stuff toasted up ready.
Well,
lettuce. I'll put a little bit of lettuce depending on how I feel, but it's usually bun, burger, onions that are diced up, bun, drop of barbecue sauce, little bit of onions, burger, more onions, a lot more than a drop of barbecue sauce, mayo applied to the bun after it's been fried on a griddle with butter.
Yes.
Topped with a fried egg, push it all together. The fried egg kind of explodes and gets down in between the cracks of the burger.
So I'm ready to just sleep and dream now.
So hungry now.
I know.
I prefer circular onions though, as opposed to diced.
Okay, I was just fixing to ask you that. When you said that earlier, I was going to ask, do you prefer sliced or diced more? So you are like me. You prefer like the rings.
Yeah, I like the rings because the rings, if you have a griddle like I do, you can take some like alcohol, like not medical alcohol, but like real alcohol, and you can kind of spritz a little on your griddle and put it in between them and let the fire shoot up around them, and it kind of gives it a nice little, not a char, it ain't that much, but it'll soften it up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you can saute them and make them real soft.
Saute, that's what I was going to say. You can do the saute thing. Yeah, I like, do you have, here's another question for you before we come to the end here. While we're talking about onions, why not?
Do I have layers? Yes, I'm secretly an ogre.
Not where I was going, but good to know. Do you, I don't know how big of an onion connoisseur you are, but
I'll eat an onion like an apple.
Okay, so do you prefer red, yellow, or green onions more? What's your favorite type of color onion?
That's if I'm doing like ramen,
Yes.
I want the green onion. That way I can just take the long stem and kind of chop it up and have chives, more or less, I guess. Is scallions? Yeah. Is that what it is? Scallions.
Scallions, yeah. I think chives is kind of the same thing.
Something, I don't know.
It's similar. Whatever.
We know what
you meant.
Red onions they're the tougher of the onions, I find.
Yeah.
But they're still good. It's what Wendy's uses on their burgers.
Yeah.
I like them. They don't have as much of a kick when you eat them, I feel like.
That's true. The
yellow onions are a little more spicy as opposed to sweet.
Yeah, a little sharper, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think it depends.
My palate's dull, though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I have, like, the taste of I could lick a cardboard bag and be like, this tastes like a 10-course meal. That's not a legit thing, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah, but, yeah, I get what you're saying. Well,
because used to, I couldn't eat. If you remember, you were always like, I think we were talking about sauerkraut one time, and you said it was okay. Was it sauerkraut?
I don't like sauerkraut. It wasn't
it was
sauerkraut.
Something else that you like, and it was rice. It was when we were talking about rice.
Oh, rice, yeah.
I've not been able to eat rice up until I started going to Koi with my couple of the work guys.
Yeah.
We'll go get Koi, and it'll have egg and rice in it, and it's good stuff.
Yeah, I do like the chicken. It's the chicken fried rice.
Yeah,
right?
I get the chicken hibachi, which has chicken, obviously, and then big plate of rice with egg in it and peas, corns, carrots. It's really good.
You get the yum yum sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, I love some yum yum.
Here's the thing. I don't know how this is, and I know we're like freaking going off on tangents left and right, but how is the yum yum sauce in a restaurant better than what you can buy at the store?
I don't know.
Because they do not taste the same, in my opinion.
No, they don't. Because we literally, the first time that me and her went to Koi Express was the first time we ever tried yum yum sauce. And it was yum yum. It lived up to the name. So next time we was at the store, I think it's Kroger's or Walmart, we bought a bottle of yum yum sauce. And it's okay, but it is nowhere near as good. Like we may have used it once or twice at home and then just didn't use it. But you bet when we go to Koi Express, we're getting the yum yum sauce.
I wonder if you can buy the sauce they use.
I don't know.
It'd be interesting. I know you can get the Steak and Shake seasoning, and you can get
they have it.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
They have it. Last Steak and Shake, they didn't have any of their seasoning in, and because we was going to buy it to take home, and I asked her. Well, they didn't even have it at the table. Last time we went to Steak and Shake, they didn't even have the seasoning at the table because we went in to eat, and I said, do you guys have any of the seasoning? I said, we don't have any on the table. Plus, we was actually going to buy, if they was still doing the stuff up front, we was going to buy an extra thing. And she said, well, I think we're supposed to get a truck in sometime this week. Let me go look. And then came back out and she said, no, we don't have any, which is really sad because it's.
A lot of places been having trouble keeping up with stuff, though, because people are just now starting to get back to work.
Yeah. And hopefully things will right themselves, or get better before the dawn, darker before the dawn. But I don't know. I'm rambling now. So it's that time again, everybody. My belly's good and growling now, even though I've already ate. But I may find a little small smack roll of something. And you got some eggs and beans and toast to make. And so it's been a fun episode for sure. It'll be a little bit more lengthier episode. But I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Like I said, we had a lot to talk about. Jam-packed episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys had fun and stick with us. Going to have some more game videos coming out soon. We played a dinosaur game, I think.
Second Extinction. I've been slowly working on that. I'm hoping I have at least one of them up tonight. But we'll see. So by the time this airs, I hope.
Yeah, so either way, we'll have one of those out, or we'll definitely have this out. And then next week, we'll hit it again. We'll get some more game videos and some previously on, and who knows what awaits us next week. It's a new age, a new dawn, a new era. So stick around, have fun, and any final words, Doc?
Stay out of the water. Sharks can't get you if you don't go in the water.
Stay out of the water. You heard it here first. See you guys.